For a while, because you know me, I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Pull. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now it's Wilson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
That's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. On 1st down, Poole. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Pull. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
First down at the 49-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
On first down, Poole, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, Poole, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Go, go, go. Check safety, check safety.
third down. Poole. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
You know they pay me extra.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 33-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Throwing throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Second and 7 from the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Throwing is Wilson. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 14-0.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check Mike 12. Mike 12. Mike 12. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mike 12. Mike 12. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
That's what it is.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Chiefs nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Back to throw here. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Jim, 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 Jim. Watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 7 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. 50
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. After the sack on first down, Wilson under pressure, they got him again. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly.
It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Taken from about the 12. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Yellow. 57. Mike, 57.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. And
the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it